The Egyptian Ministry of Social Solidarity is reviving a national program to shelter homeless people. Specialized teams have been touring 10 major cities, offering the homeless reunification with their families or a new home. It's part of a presidential initiative to provide underprivileged Egyptians with their basic needs. Here's Adel El Mahrouky with more.
There are no accurate statistics for the number of homeless children and adults in Egypt. Recently, however, the government decided to scan 10 major cities in efforts to provide them with shelter and basic needs. About 30% of them are believed to be here in Cairo.
We aim to provide children with shelter and full care. Then we start a rehabilitation process. If they need psychiatric assistance or healthcare, we contact relative ministries to assist. If they have families, we try to find them and bring them together. But the numbers of those we rescue keep changing because sometimes they leave their families once again, or some families send them to foster care.
The Ministry of Social Solidarity has called upon the public to assist by reporting the homeless through its hotline. 17 rescue vehicles are now roaming Egypt in a national campaign to provide them with shelter, decent food and health care. Each team is made up of 5 professionals, including a psychiatrist, social worker and a nurse, to engage properly with each case.
We're usually in dangerous neighborhoods, and that affects our work. There are places with high crime rates and illiteracy. People don't understand what we do. Sometimes people think we are harming the children, but our staff have huge experience in that field.
2,500 districts are planned to be visited in this campaign as Egypt tries to lift up the living standards for its underprivileged citizens. It's an ambitious plan. Unfortunately, not everyone wants to leave the streets life.
Some cases refuse help, whether they're children or adults. In that case, we give them a sort of break from their harsh life. We give them blankets to keep them warm in the cold and a hot meal.
The program has been dubbed We Are Here For You. By providing these services even to those who plan to leave, the team hopes kids would be tempted to return to these aid centers whenever they need. These children will not stay here this time. Others, however, have been fed up from street life.
I used to be a street vendor selling shoes, but suddenly the authorities took my stand away. I didn't have money to restart. I couldn't pay rent. The landlord bared with me a year, then asked me to leave. I've been 3 years in the streets. Haven't contacted my family since. The team found me and offered me to stay in a better place. They filed a report and then came back to me.
Around 4,000 people have been rescued and serviced so far. The challenge is huge, but Cairo appears to be determined this time to reverse this cycle, which pushes many people to live in the streets. And hopefully, many areas like this one will be replaced with proper shelters for those who need it. Adel El Mahrouky, CGTN, Cairo.